Yo guys, what's up? Callan here and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you guys can see, we're an Ultimate Team, and as you already guessed from the title of this video, it is going to be a Team of the Season Joshua Kimmich review. So, I did finish rank 5 from this weekend league. I was 11-4 and somehow bottled it for the last 3 wins. But with that being said, we are not here for my weekend league recap. We are here for Joshua Kimmich. So, he is 5'10" tall with high to medium work rates, primarily right-footed, with the 3-star skills and the 4-star weak foot. Unfortunately, no skill move boost for Joshua Kimmich, and the 4-star weak foot he does have on every card. When it comes down to the attribute details on the card, I've decided to go for the Hunter just to boost that sprint speed as much as I can, up to 91. The shooting on the card is absolutely ridiculous. It's going to go up to 90 finishing and 97 attack positioning with the 95 shot power as well. Combined with the 95 volleys that the Hunter Chem style does give him. Long shots being 96, of course, doesn't even need a boost anyway. When it comes down to the passing on the card, also absolutely ridiculous. 99 long pass, 99 crossing with a 97 vision and 97 short passing as well. The dribbling on the card is pretty good with 97 reactions, good agility and pretty good balance. The defending on the card is absolutely insane with 96 interceptions, 97 defensive awareness, which definitely shows in game, and 97 stand tackle. When it comes down to the physical, everything is 99 except for the strength. With that being said, I will be playing Kimmich as a cam in a 4-1-2-1-2 for some of the games, as well as a center mid in a 4-1-2-1-2. I did forget to mention his price. He does sell for about 850,000 coins to about 900,000 coins on the market, and I will let you guys know after the gameplay on whether or not he is worth this high amount of coins. But with that being said, let's get straight into the gameplay highlights for Team of the Season Joshua Kimmich. So straight off the bat, Kimmich from centre mid just drops deep in front of the defence and lays a pass off to Dele Alli. He moves it on to Fernando Torres with a good pass, stinks it into Kevin De Bruyne. Good touch on his chest to control it, and it hits the post and rolls in, following a pretty decent volley. Moving on again to the next clip, Kevin De Bruyne holds off his man, gets it into Alexander-Arnold. Kimmich makes a dart forward, a little run in a semicircle, goes for goal, and unfortunately De Gea makes a good save, but good movement by Kimmich just to stop his run and support Alexander-Arnold, and good dribbling as well to manage to get into a shooting position there. Speaking of good dribbling, very quick feet there from Kimmich, gets it into Florian Wirtz, returns it to him, but unfortunately the pass is too heavy and he cannot get onto it. But very good dribbling, quick left stick dribbling from Joshua Kimmich, and unfortunately it didn't result in much. Some defensive work here being done by Joshua Kimmich, makes a good interception on Foden's cross and then just goes up to him and takes the ball as if he wasn't even there. Good defending, and unfortunately nothing came off the counter-attack. But from this counter-attack, I just decided to go all the way forward with Kimmich by himself, and he's holding off Team of the Season Kevin De Bruyne while doing so. Unfortunately, that touch was a bit loose and Tierney wins it back, but we're just going to intercept his pass from De Gea, straight it across to Fernando Torres, and we get an easy goal. But all that possible courtesy of that long, tiresome drive by Joshua Kimmich through the midfield, and we were able to get a goal at the end of it. Another example of Joshua Kimmich just dropping deep, he moves the pass on and he continues his run forward, gets the pass from De Bruyne. I just decided why not, and he almost managed to arrow it into the top corner on that 4-star weak foot from a very awkward position. From then I did decide to switch him around, play him a cam and see if he can play higher up the pitch, how his passing is in that cam position, and his dribbling and shooting, etc. And in the background there, a brilliant pass from him from the cam position, and unfortunately Florian Wirtz just dragged the shot wide. Even in that cam position though, Joshua Kimmich does like to be passive and just hang outside the box. As you see, this is with him in the cam position, and he is the deepest midfielder back in our entire team. Some good dribbling there by Wirtz, gets it into Dele Alli. Kimmich wasn't really making the run forward, so I tried to make it myself. Unfortunately he lost it, but a very good interception to in the back, and unfortunately the pass was too heavy, but a very good interception. Most players, they would have just hit them and bounced off them, but that's not the case with Joshua Kimmich. He makes the interception and it's stuck to him like glue. Moving on to the next game, here are some brilliant left stick dribbling, dancing between defenders. Fernando Torres gets a shot away, and unfortunately the keeper makes a good save, but immediately Vieira wins it back, and Kimmich out of nowhere just comes ahead of Sissoko and gets the ball, and immediately he's back in the box for the volley. So this guy is absolutely ridiculous. He is literally everywhere on the pitch at all times. Here again, he's on the edge of the center circle and he gets the ball outside the D. Brilliant finesse shot, brilliant goal. Fantastic goal from Joshua Kimmich. One touch and whooped past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. I think it went off the post. Literally could not have been any better. Brilliant finish following some brilliant 1-2 football with Dele Alli. Moving on to the next clip here, Kimmich moves on to Fernando Torres, smashed into the top corner, and we are able to get the first assist of this video. 1 goal and 1 assist in this game within the first 26 minutes, and the guy did end up quitting. Moving on to the next game here, Alexander-Arnold wins it back. He finds Torres, Torres finds Kimmich. Only Florian Wirtz ahead of him. I just decided to get the ball and belt it, and unfortunately it is not a goal, but a cracking effort from Florian Wirtz, and it doesn't end up hitting Donnarumma and going in. On to the next clip, Ruben Diaz wins it back. Kimmich in the center circle, moves it on to Florian Wirtz again. Back to De Bruyne, and that is a beautiful pass to Alexander-Arnold. Dinked in for Joshua Kimmich. A beautiful goal, picture perfect goal. You are not going to see many better finishes than that, and you're not going to see many better plays than that. Fantastic football and a banging volley to finish things off at the business end of the pitch from Joshua Kimmich. Moving on, Kimmich dinks it into De Bruyne, gets it back into De Bruyne, moves it on to Florian Wirtz, gets it into Dele Alli, and I should have just gone for the shot. Unfortunately, it would have been blocked anyway, but it's better than not shooting, I guess. But in that situation, that was there because of some brilliant interplay and brilliant passing between Kimmich and Kevin De Bruyne. Speaking of Kimmich, here another brilliant pass. Florian Wirtz just fake shots to cut inside, and that is a brilliant finish. Green time finesse curled into the top corner. Moving on to the next game, you will see Kimmich is out of nowhere, gets ahead of his man, gets the pass back from Florian Wirtz, and unfortunately the shot was blocked. But you guys saw that a few games ago with Musa Sissoko, he just came out of nowhere and got in front of him and won the ball, and nearly ended up scoring from it, and it's the same situation in this case. And on to the next clip, you guys will see that we are 3 goals down. Kimmich from the center circle turns past Bruno Fernandes, gets it into De Bruyne, he finds Torres, and Kimmich from the center circle to the penalty spot in a matter of seconds, and is able to finish on the left foot from the penalty spot, basically from the penalty spot, and we did end up pulling 1 goal back in that game. This is showcasing probably the only con of Joshua Kimmich. He gets the ball here from De Bruyne, makes a brilliant pass into Florian Wirtz, gets it back from him, takes 1 touch, and right there I could have done a McGeary spin to get past Fred, or another 4-star skill move in order to try create a better shooting chance, but because he doesn't have that, you can't really utilize any skills with him. But you can still do Panenkas, which I have done right there. After he won the penalty, I decided to take the penalty with him, and Kimmich has 2 goals in this game, and we are able to dream of equalizing. But you guys will see this guy has scored. It is 4-2 now, but it doesn't really matter. Foden takes it through the midfield, Kimmich makes it run forward, Foden finds him, and another left-footed goal from Joshua Kimmich in the background. Good finish, good volley, and it is 4-3 on the score sheet. You guys will notice that eventually I managed to level things up. It is 4-4 from 3 goal down. And Joshua Kimmich there with a vital interception. If he didn't make that tackle, the guy was probably through on goal, and we would have probably lost the game 5-4. But he did very, very well. Exhausted, 92nd minute to play the full 90 minutes to keep up with Kylian Mbappe and a fresh Yannick Carrasco, and just drop back and win the ball back. Some good defensive work there by Kimmich, but here some brilliant attacking work, similar to the Florian Wirtz goal we saw. Just cuts inside with the fake shot and finesses it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net, and we do take the lead in this game, courtesy of Joshua Kimmich. Yet again, Kimmich making it run forward. It's a brilliant run. Cancelo picks him out, first time cross, cut it back to Fernando Torres with a back heel goal into the back of the net. A brilliant finish following a brilliant assist from Joshua Kimmich. 99 crossing really coming up clutch there. Moving on to the next clip, Dele Alli here moves it on to Cancelo out wide. He gets it back from Cancelo. Kimmich was onside, just turns it around in the box, holds off Diaz, good 99 aggression there. Shot cancelled to get past Roberto Carlos, and that is a brilliant finish from Kimmich. Smashed across goal into the top corner, and no keeper in the game is saving that. Heading on to almost the last clip of the video, a good 1-2 between Alexander-Arnold and Kimmich. I just decided to smash it, and that was very, very close. An absolute belter of a shot from Joshua Kimmich. Wasn't really expecting it to go anywhere near scoring as it did, but a very good shot, and we nearly ended up getting a goal. Here again, a brilliant pass from Joshua Kimmich, just dinked into space perfectly for Fernando Torres. I again wasn't expecting Torres to score that, but I decided why not go for the green first time volley, and we were nearly able to get a goal. This is the last clip of the review. Another excellent pass from Joshua Kimmich. Should have resulted in a goal, should have resulted in another assist, but unfortunately the chip shot from Florian Wirtz is off the post and we are not able to get a goal in that situation. So it is time to review the card and give you guys my opinion on him. In the 5 games that we played, he scored 7 goals and got 3 assists. It could have been a lot more than 3, at least minimum 5 assists. But unfortunately, we did hit the post on a lot of occasions and just didn't get the shot away in some. But with that being said, moving on to the attribute details, I use the Hunter on Joshua Kimmich. I do recommend you guys use the Hunter as well because it does really boost the sprint speed up as much as possible, which is what you really want with the Joshua Kimmich card because the acceleration is very high, but the sprint speed does kind of need that boosting up to 91. So I do recommend the Hunter because it's pointless putting a shadow on him. He has 95 defending, pointless putting a catalyst on him. He has 97 passing. So I do recommend the Hunter. It does give him that +5 shot power and the +10 finishing, which really does show. But with the Hunter, the pace, again, you can really notice that sprint speed being boosted up to 91. He does feel very, very fast. As you saw, he caught up to players like Mbappe and Tots Carrasco. The shooting on the card with the Hunter is ridiculous. He scored most goals in the box and actually some belters from outside the box and got very, very close to scoring an absolute screamer, but unfortunately he did hit the post. The passing on the card is absolutely ridiculous. Not really any need to elaborate on that. His passing is absolutely world class. It's not Kevin De Bruyne level as such, but it is very close to it. Dribbling on the card, the left stick on this card is absolutely insane. I was really not expecting it, but the dribbling is top tier from Joshua Kimmich. Obviously, maybe not as fast as a Neymar, but he does dribble very, very, very quickly on this game. When it comes down to the defending, one of the best defensive players I've used in this game. The aggression, his ability just to get ahead of this player and win the ball back is absolutely insane, and you guys saw that on a lot of occasions. And when it comes down to the physical, again, like I said, the aggression really comes to the fore. He is strong, he holds off most players in this game, and the 99 stamina is more than good enough to last him the full 120 minutes. I recommend you play this card as a CDM or a sentiment. You can play him in cam if you want, but you might be limited by the lack of 4-star skills. That is only 3-star skills, unfortunately. When it comes down to the price, do I think you should pay 850,000 coins for this card? I would say if you have a Bundesliga team, obviously the 2 players that you want in midfield from Bundesliga would be Kimmich or Bellingham. If you don't have the coins to buy Bellingham, definitely try this Kimmich out. He is very, very good. If you don't have a Bundesliga team and you can fit him in your team without making too many adjustments, and you really want to try this card, if you're a fan of Kimmich in real life, I do recommend you try him out. If you get this card red and it doesn't fit your team at all, and it's like almost impossible to get him in, I don't think it's worth changing your team for, obviously, unless you don't have Tots level players in your team, then you might want to do it. But I don't think he's worth changing your entire team for. Of course, if you do want to buy him and try him out, and you have the coins to change some players in your team, then definitely give this card a crack. But with that being said, I do bring an end to the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until then guys, stay tuned for the next one. Peace.